Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again for Lecture 2. And now we're going to get started right off the bat, jumping to the piano. Let's get started. Okay, as we look here at the piano, I've got the view here of my fingers and my hands. You can see that as I go over the piano. Also above, you can see the virtual piano, which will make all of those those key selections that I play very visible to you, so you can follow along with both and make sure that your fingering is the same as mine. And as we progress throughout the course, hopefully that'll be two helpful functions for you. As we dive in, let's take a look at chord structure and inversions. So let's just begin in the key of C. So if I were to just play the first C chord here, this is a C triad. So the C triad consists of the notes C, E, and G. So really, to make a triad, you just skip a note every time. So I play a C, I skip the D and play an E, and skip the F and play a G. So that's the C triad. Okay? Now, if I were to want to play this in a different, what's called inversion, watch this. I would just take the C off the bottom and add it up here to the top. Just like that. If I were to play another inversion of this chord, I would make the C in the middle of this. So I would basically take the E and put the E on top. Just like that. The names of these inversions, if we begin with the first C, the first inversion that we learned, it's actually called root inversion. So the root inversion is whenever the C is on the bottom, because C is the root of the chord. That's the C chord, or otherwise known as C is the root, just like that. Then if we look at the next inversion, is called first inversion. I know that may be a little odd to call. You would think it'd just be first, second, and third inversion, right? But you have root inversion, first inversion, and then second inversion here with the E on top. Now, let's think of let's go back to the triad again, the root triad. Let's think of the C scale, okay? And now I want you to start thinking about numbering each note in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to the 1. Right? So there are 7 notes in the scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're back to the 1. Now, if we were to think about that, let's think about putting those chords into that scale. We have the C scale here. All of these notes are in the C scale, right there. And it's pretty simple because we're just all, looking at the white notes here. We're going to be adding in some sharps and flats later on, but I want to keep it simple for right now. Stay in the key of C right here, just like that. Now let's think about chords. If C were on the bottom here, and we were playing the root inversion of the C chord, just like this, which chord would that be number-wise? So if we're playing the root right here, the root, which is 1. So this is the 1 chord. If we were just to move right on up the scale, here is the 2 chord. Now, if you are somewhat familiar with chording, and you're already familiar with maybe the D chord, specifically the D major chord, this is not a D major. What does this sound like? Here's D major. D major has an F sharp, but this specifically is a D minor chord. A minor chord is whenever you lower the third 1/2 step. So if I were to go back down to C, I have C major here. If I were to lower that third by 1/2 step, there's a C minor chord. So let's go back to the 2. Now, let's think about this. The 2 chord in the normal C major scale, the D minor, the 2 chord is minor. And we can think about that in every single key that we play in. The normal 2 chord that we normally play is a minor chord. So we have 1 is major, 2 is minor. Let's keep on going. Here's the 3 chord in the key of C. The 3 chord is, here's the major and minor. So the 3 chord is a minor. E minor. That's the 3 chord. Moving on up. Here's the 4 chord, which is an F chord. There we go. You're picking it up great. Moving on up. Here's the 5 chord. 5 chord is a major chord. 6. Here's another minor chord, the A minor chord. So A minor is the minor 6 in the key of C. Now let's move on up. Here's a new one. You may look at this first glance and you may think, oh, that's a minor chord. Well, almost. You're almost correct. You're right in that the B major chord is, has that D sharp in there, and then you're lowering it down to a D. But what do we do with this top one? We're also lowering that top note down to an F. So whenever you lower both top notes here in the root position of the chord, or the root inversion of the chord, if you lower the 3rd and the 5th of the chord, that's called a diminished chord. So the 7 chord, the chord that we're playing right here, is a 7 diminished. And then back to the 1. So let's walk through those again. Major 1, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, diminished 7, 1. Did you get all those? This is a lot of fun, Once you learn all of those in every single key, your hymn playing and your playing in general will just shoot through the roof, and you'll notice a significant difference. And that's where we're going to get in this course. You're going to see so much improvement just by laying these foundations. So let's think about this. For this video specifically, we want to master the art of being able to name each chord in the scale. Specifically for today, let's just think about C scale. So I want you to be able to to say the numbers back to yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. That was all in root position, in root inversion. Let's do it all in first inversion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, diminish 7, 1. Now in second inversion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is that diminished, and 1. All right, so that was all in each inversion there. Now, if you do that for every single key, that may be really helping you to, really advance this a lot quicker. For instance, if we just move up a half step into the D flat major. So this is the 1 chord in D flat major. We have 1, 2, 3. Get that right good. 4, 5, and then we go into the. I'm sorry. 6. Sorry about that. 6. I was getting ahead of myself and thinking diminished 7. I was trying to play a diminished 7 whenever it was the 6 chord. Minor 6 right here is the B flat minor. Now we go to the. Am I right? There's the diminished 7 of the D flat major scale, and then to the 1. Okay, let's go through that one more time, see if I can redeem myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. There we go. Now you want to be able to do that in every single key, and just really practice. Now, if you can't get that in every key, no worries. We will be working through different keys as we go throughout the course, and if it's too much for you right now, just stick with the C, the key of C, and we will get through all of the different major chord scales and all the different chords that are involved with those. Great job in this video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next video.